Though we've had a very good start to the season, I thought I'd make a couple of additions to the squad. Hello and welcome to episode 14 of From the Bottom to the Top, as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First up, in the Vanarama National League South Match Day 17, we have a match away to Truro City, who I find out plays in Plymouth. It seems a long way for people in Truro to travel up to Plymouth. It does really. I can't quite work that one out. But anyway, we are playing Truro City, and then we welcome to the Bob Lucas Stadium Cheltenham Town, League 2 competition for us in the FA Cup first round. Can we do a bit of giant killing? Can we get through to the second round? Either way, it will earn us a little bit of cash, which is more than welcome. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far, what you'd like to see me do next, etc, etc. And follow me on Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it, at JustOffsideFM. And that will also keep you up to date with everything that's going on in this channel. Very slow things. It's really cold today. I'm recording this. We've got -5 outside, and everything just seems to be very, very slow, including the wife's car that got stuck in gear this morning and wouldn't move. But there you go. That's another story altogether. Since you were last with us, we have played a couple of games. We have also brought in, as mentioned in the preamble, a couple of new players. So I think we should go and have a look at the transfers first. Incoming then, we have two players coming in within a couple of days of one another. They have been on trial with us. We've taken them until the end of the season, so no great long contracts or whatever. Just going to test them out and see whether they fit the regime or not. We have brought in Ted Can. He has come in. He was at West Bromwich Albion, been out on loan, on various loans from West Brom. Originally started out at Liverpool. West Brom took him on a freebie when they were in the Premier League. Never really made an appearance for West Brom, but he has been on loan at Worcester City, Yeovil Town, Telford United, Yeovil Town again, Leamington. In fact, last season, I think it was, he spent quite a lot of time at Leamington, making 19 appearances there, and he's come in and joined us. He has made his debut as well, so all good and dandy. So that's Ted McCann, sorry, not McCann, but Ted Can. He's goalkeeper, predominantly a goalkeeper as opposed to a sweeper keeper. But that's fine. That's fine. We will stick with that. He's 23 years old, does have a bit of potential ability as well, albeit it's only a good National League player. So it may be that if we get promoted this season, he could do us a season while we look for somebody to come in to replace him if we were lucky enough to move up the leagues as we hope to. Anyway, he is a lot better than Michael Kelly, our second best goalkeeper, and our third best Nick Zach. One of those two is likely to leave us, and I'm thinking it's Michael Kelly because he earns the most money. Nick Zach then will be our reserve goalkeeper, just in case Ted Can picks up any injuries or anything such like. Our other incoming, we have brought in Tyler Frost. He is he's a bit of a utility, really. Can play in midfield, can't play in defensive midfield, can play as an attacking midfielder, can also play as wing backs on either side. Albeit he's not particularly good in the sort of defensive roles specifically, but he'll be fine. He's actually better than Kieran Evans. That's in that position though, I think. Not in these positions. Anyway, he's again coming with us until the end of the season. We'll see how he gets on, see if he makes a good fist of it. He has potential ability as well, currently 3.5, potential to be 4.5, and a good League Two player. So if he actually does show up, he could be with us a little bit longer than Mr. McCann. We'll see, or Mr. Can. I keep calling him McCann, but we'll see. So, yes, Ted Can, I will get out of the habit of calling him McCann, I promise, has made his debut against Dartford at home. 1,000 people came to see that particular game. But before that, we played Weston-super-Mare at 5-4, and it was a bit of a strange match, this one, because it took us virtually the whole of the first half to get the lead. It was Harvey Slade from the penalty spot after 46 minutes that gave us a 1-0 lead at half time, and then Brandon Goodship really sort of got us up and running in the second half and made it 2-0 on 49 minutes. Howe with the throw into Petit, back to Howe. Howe crosses his deep. Goodship hits it on the volley, and it's a fine second goal to give us a 2-0 lead. But O.P. Edwards for Weston-super-Mare gets one back after 54. He was a man on fire, to be fair, to make it 2-1. And then Brandon Goodship putting us back in front on 63 minutes. Hamlin is on the wrong side of the pitch, really. Rowan out to Vice. Vice crossed it into the area. And it's Goodship doing Goodship things to make it 3-1 at this point in time. And then, just as if by magic, 51 minutes on the clock, Sam Saunders gets an own goal, putting pressure on again. Howe out of this right-hand side, resting Petit. Howe does a Prescott, and Saunders tried to poke that past his post, but actually managed to get it in his net. So, at this point in time, we are 4-1 up. And motoring, but then the big comeback started to happen. In fact, no, it didn't. We were 5-1 up. Melvin Lambert getting a fifth goal for us to make it 5-1, and by this time we look as if we're coasting. Prescott has come on, and Prescott doing the Prescott things for Melvin Lambert to make it 5-1, and then the comeback started to happen. O.P. Edwards after 82 minutes. Lovely shot from just on the edge of the area. It's now 5-2. And then, as we get into injury time, we started to get squeaky bums because 9 minutes of injury time. Well, in fact, I think it was only about 9 minutes allowed to be played. But O.P. Edwards, 9 minutes into that injury time. Again, through to O.P. Edwards, and Kelly not making the save. Now you see why we brought a goalkeeper in. And then with 11 minutes on the clock in injury time, a penalty from Class to make it 5-4, but it was just too late. They weren't going to get any more back, thank goodness. And we ended up winning the match 5-4. 13 shots, just the 4 on target are 4 goals to be precise. Well, in fact, I suppose it wasn't all that because Saunders, of course, scored the other goal, and only 47% of the possession. We weren't really in it totally, but we managed to squeak a win. And then we went to Dartford, who were chasing us at one point in the league, and Cameron Cooper getting a hat-trick in this one to give us the win, and just a consolation goal from Ben Milnes on 95 minutes. Let's have a quick look at Cameron Cooper's 3 goals then. Vice comes forward. Vice out to Prescott. And, well, the rest is history. Melvin Lambert failed, but it run through to Cooper. Cooper put it away. And it was 1-0. 2-0 at half-time after a second Cameron Cooper. He plays it to Williams. Williams plays it back to Cooper. And Cooper, lovely curled shot in off the post. And you weren't going to be stopping that one. 2-0 at half-time. And as I said, made it 3-0. 4 minutes into injury time. Good Ship, who's come on. Prescott, back to Good Ship. Good Ship crosses it. Cooper turns on the ball, flashes it away. 3-0 at this point in time. And then Ben Milnes getting their consolation goal 1 minute later to make it 3-1. Makes it look a little bit easier. Can't really blame Ted Can for this one. I think we just have a quick look at it because he has conceded. But as I think you'll see, it wasn't really his fault. The defender should have got there. And Can doing it. He did make some wonderful saves in that match as well. So that is how we have been since you were last with us. This is how the table looks. And as you will see, we continue to be those 9 points clear of Eastbourne Borough. Both of us have won our last 5 straight games. Bath City are in third on 31 points. Maidstone United fourth on 31 as well. Wilston are fifth on 30 points. Hemel Hempstead on 27 along with Worthing and Dartford. Dartford, of course, in atrocious form at the moment. Lost 4 of their last 5. Which is why they've dropping down the table as it stands at the moment. In the bottom, Hampden and Richmond, Dulwich Hamlet, Farnborough and Slough Town. Today's opponents are in 11th place as it stands at the moment on 23 points, having won 2 of their last 5, drawn 2, lost 1. So they're not in too bad a form as it happens. All right, without any more to do, let's go and have a look at it. We have played Truro City twice in this series. One we didn't see, it was before we joined when they lost at the Bob Lucas. We lost at the Bob Lucas here, 2-1 to Truro City. Adam Porter and Daramalo, the scorers on that occasion, giving them a 2-goal lead after 15. Anthony Cheshire getting one back after 23. That's a long time since. Beat them 6-2 at the at their place last year. Cameron Cooper, Harvey Slade with 2 goals, Mitchell Weiss, Ash McCarthy and Callum Tripp, all the scorers on that occasion. A similar result today would be very nice, I hasten to add. And here's the team that faces Truro in this Vanarama National League South match day 17. It's our new boy Can making his second appearance in goal. Harris is out on the left. Rowan and Spurway in central defence. Teddy Howe starts on the right-hand side. And then in central midfield, we have Slade Knight as the ball-winning midfielder. I'm not quite sure why I've got him on defend, to be fair. I think that was because we were trying something else. Petit to his right in central midfield. And then making his debut, we have Tyler Frost. Can play, as we said, down either side. Can also play as that attacking midfielder as well. And apparently best as a shadow striker. So that's what he will play today. Cooper and Melvin Lambert up front. On the bench, we have Hamlin, Prescott, Williams, Weiss and Goodship. I'm not sure about Williams. Oh, yes, Toure Williams. I thought it was the other Williams. So that is our bench. And here we are in Plymouth at the Truro City Stadium. And they are playing a 4-3-3. And we're playing our usual formation. A couple of new recruits in that team today. We are top on 43. They are 11th on 23 points, some 20 points behind us. They have a free kick. Harvey and McCann saves it. And it's gone out for a corner. 18 minutes on the clock. Cowans with the corner. It's swung deep. Headed away by Slade. We'll see the free kick again. And Can punches it away. Throw in from Howe on this far side to Petit. Back to Howe. Howe creates a bit of space. It's gone deep looking for Harris. Didn't find him. Harris will come out and pick it up. And ball back to Rowan. Knight. Spurway. Spurway finds Petit in midfield. Back to Spurway. Spurway to Petit. Petit fires one over the top from Melvin Lambert. And Melvin Lambert puts his 6th goal of the season away on 22 minutes. We are a goal to the good. Lovely. Well spotted by Petit over the top. Melvin Lambert putting it away nicely. They have a corner, Cowins. It's a deep one again, and it's headed on. But Marconi. Oh, and again, that defender is that's Harris this time. He's got caught out, and Can has got caught out almost in the same way as he did in the last match. An outswinger. Not sure who it was that headed that away. Rowan, I think. And Moroni crosses it back in. Can with a goal kick. 38 on the clock. Spurway to Petit. Petit's a wayward ball. And we've given that away, but it's won back by Harris. Harris comes forward. He has Cooper there. Cooper trying to create a bit of space. He's got Harris again. Harris cross that in, and Cooper tucks it inside the near post. 15th goal of the season. We went attacking for a short while and did the world of good as well. We will come back off of that, I think. Cooper creating that. Gave it back to Harris. Harris fires it in, and it falls nicely to Cooper. Question whether he was offside. No, he wasn't. They have a throw in. Marian, the scorer. Porter. Cowans. Owens. And we've forced them all the way back. Williams well out of his goal. They try and come forward again, but Rowan cuts that one out. Slade. Cooper. Frost. And fires that into no man's land. Bit of a wasted pass. That's headed down, and we've won it. Knight winning it. Slade. Slade through to Cooper. Cooper has Knight there. Petit. Petit out to Howe. In acres of space. What's he going to do with this? Cross it in! And Melvin Lambert gets his 2nd of the game. He's 7th of the season. And we take a 3-1 lead. A 3rd minute of injury time. 48 minutes on the clock. And Howe, lovely ball in. Right onto the foot of Melvin Lambert. And half-time has arrived. It's a 3-1 lead at half-time. 6 shots, 3 on target, 1.24, 55% of the possession. They've had 9 shots, 3 on target, not been out of it at all. 45% of the possession. We need to watch them in the second half and increase our lead if we possibly can. But 2 goals from Melvin Lambert gives us a good start for the second half. They made 1 change at half-time. Bogdan Marian is off. Frost with a short corner to Knight. Knight crosses it deep, and it's Spencer Spurway. His 3rd goal of the season. And we go 4-1 up after 51 minutes, I think. This short corner. Knight, lovely chipped cross. And Spurway putting that away. Curry with a throw-in. Owens, Cowans, 55 on the clock. Back to Curry, who was in the player team of the week. And that ball back to Can from Rowan. To Knight. Knight out to Harris. And we build again from the back. Cooper. Back to Harris. Harris, Slade to Cooper. Cooper round his man. That was well done. Cooper crossed it into the area. It's flipped, and the defender making a right old howler. It looked like he could have put that out for a corner, but as it was, it came through to Tyler Frost. and he gets his debut goal. We'll see it again. Slade Cooper. That was very deftly done around that defender. And straight through his legs. I'm not sure what he was thinking. Frost gets it. 5-1. They have a corner. Herlock. 57 on the clock. Deep. And they've got another one back. Carl Owens. And from 2 set pieces, Can has been undone. We've been undone. We need to be careful. .62 minutes on the clock. Howe to Petit. Petit finds Knight. Knight gives that ball away. Is this going to be another topsy-turvy like the Weston-super-Mare game? No. Petit wins that ball back. Spurway to Can. Can finds Harris. His distribution is quite good. Cooper. Knight. Frost. Oh, the poor ball from Frost. And we give possession away. And that's gone out wide. Sort him out. Sort him out. That ball crossed in. And, yeah, we're going to undo ourselves pretty much like we did against Weston-super-Mare. And with 64 on the clock, we're making one change. Harvey Slade's coming off. He's tired and also picked up a yellow card. So we're going to take him off. Toure Williams comes on for him. They have a free kick and surely not. That one's into the side netting. And with 76 minutes on the clock, we're making another change. Cameron Cooper, who is tiring. And we want him for the game against Cheltenham Town. He's had a fantastic day in front there. Only managed to get one goal. We've left Melvin Lambert on because he's on a hat-trick, of course. So Cam Cooper coming off. We've brought on Mitchell Weiss, who goes alongside Melvin Lambert. We have a corner now. Harris with the corner. Swung in and Spencer Spurway, his 4th goal of the season, 2nd of the day, makes it 6-3. As it currently stands, and Spurway near post. Purrington comes forward. Knight was good. He's just decided he wasn't coming any further. Rowan, Williams, Weiss, Frost. Frost now. What's he going to do with this? Frost. He has Howe outside here. Howe. Cross into the area. Melvin Lambert looking for his hat-trick. It's gone over the top. 2 very composed goals Melvin Lambert scored. This one, he snatched at it. And with 84 minutes on the clock, we've got a little bit of a problem. Ted Can has got an injured arm. Potential arm injury. And having just brought him in, yeah, that's not so good, is it? We haven't got a reserve goalkeeper on the bench either because we've been playing without. So I think what we're going to have to do, Spencer Spurway is the only one that's he's got the best rating out of everybody. So Spurway is going to go into goal. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to bring on Leo Hamlin. He's the only other central defender we've got out there. So we're going to move Rowan over. And take Ted Can off, and we will bring on Leo Hamlin. And that's what we get. That's all we can do, and just hope that we can't hemorrhage 3 goals. Good job, we got three goal cushion going into this. Right, tactically, I think what we'll do is we'll drop Knight to a defender role. We're going to drop Howe to a support role. Try and make this defensively sound as we possibly can. Williams will make support as well. And I think we just go with that for now. Try and keep our defence going. Curry with a throw into Harvey. And they're going to put us on all sorts of pressure here. We've got to try and defend this as best we can. Stop that ball getting in the area. Oh, well saved. Oh, it's come back in. And Cowins gets one. It's 6-4. Why do we go for big scoring games? I don't know. Well saved by Spurway, but of course he's sprawling all over the floor, and it's an empty net for Cowins to score. 9 minutes of added time. That's too much. Vice comes forward now. We're going to have to be careful. Don't need to give these balls away. Frost through to Williams. Williams into the area. Straight into the arms of the other Williams. Howe with a throw-in on that near side. We are in the 98th minute. Weiss and Vice puts that away. His 9th goal of the season. And it's 7-4. 11 goals. What a scoreline. 7-4. And we've got an injury to our goalkeeper as well, which makes it even better. Vice, a free header really, in off the post. Question of whether he was offside or not. Now he's onside. Curry playing him on. It's all over. 7-4 the scoreline. You'll remember this one. Goalkeeper getting injured after 85 minutes. They thought they were going to come back and give us real grievance. But really it just metalled it yourself out. Cowins getting one after 88, but Mitchell Weiss 10 minutes later scoring 17 shots, 10 on target, 3.22, 55% of the possession, 15 shots, 7, 221 and 45% of the possession. Let's go and have a look and see how injured Ted Can is. I'm really worried about this. And here is the bad news. He's out for 6 to 7 weeks. How bad is that? Slade then out for... we've got Harvey Slade out as well. Kieran Evans out for another 3 weeks. Oh, Ted Can is going to be out for 7 weeks. And it looks like Harvey Slade, he's got a gashed upper leg. He's going to be out for 2 weeks as well. Oh, dearie, dearie me. So after the bad news, let's have a look at the top of the table. And as it currently stands, Eastbourne Borough are playing at the weekend. I think the teams that are still in the FA Cup have played here on Tuesday night. So our game has been moved after that 7-4 win against Truro City. Bath beating Dartford, Worthing beating Chelmsford, and Maidstone United beating Hemel Town. So top of the table, looking like this with 12 points clear of Eastbourne Borough, though they do have a game in hand. Then Bath and Maidstone also on 34 points. Then Worthing on 30, Wealdstone on 30, and Hemel Hempstead on 27. Dartford, who are having a torrid time now, are down in 8th place. Hampden, Richmond, Dulwich, Farnborough and Slough still remain in that drop zone. So that's how we are. We're just a couple of days away from this FA Cup tie against Cheltenham Town. Well, no other news really to tell you going into this FA Cup first round tie against Cheltenham. Honestly, don't think we can go any further. It will be a surprise if we do. We are without Callum Stead, who is on trial with us. Alfie Prescott is suspended for this game. Harvey Slade's out with a gashed upper leg. Ted Can is out with fractured lower arm. And Kieran Evans, he's on his way back. He's not going to be playing today. He was out with a broken toe, and they're just missing James Alalenka. He's out with a sprained ankle ligaments. He could be playing, though. Who knows? Let's go and have a look at the team that will face Cheltenham. Cheltenham, who are in League Two, currently 8th in the table, I think. Well, they were 8th. Let's go and just check. In fact, they've moved. They've dropped down. They lost their last game against Gillingham 4-0. So they've dropped down to 10th in League Two. So, I don't know. It might be an opportunity to beat them. Let's go and do some giant killing. And here is the team that will face Cheltenham. Kelly is in goal then for the injured Can. Ryan, Hamlin, Spurway and Howe make up our defensive line. Bolton, Solanke and Williams are in central midfield. Bolton actually prefers to play in that position. So we're going to do it that way round. And I'm actually going to twang that because I think Solanke's better as a deeper lying player. Vice is in behind Cooper and Goodship up front. On the bench, Nick Zack, Rowan, Frost, Melvin Lambert, Harris, Knight, Pollard, Saki and Petit. And here we are at the Bob Lucas Stadium. Not massive crowd in. Won our last 5 matches, of course. This could be the end of that 5 run. They've lost 2 of their last 5. Won the other one. And they are playing a 4-3-2-1. Or should I say a 4-2-3-1. And first highlight, 3 minutes in. And Bolton puts that out wide to Ryan. Ryan comes forward. Cheltenham trying to defend it. Williams has Bolton there. Bolton and Elliot Bolton, his 4th goal of the season. Surprisingly, puts us in the lead after 4 minutes. Is this going to be one of those games or not? We will see. Ryan and Williams, lovely play. Put that into space for Bolton. Bolton, lovely shot. And Cheltenham on the attack. 18 minutes on the clock. And they've put that into space. Kirby crossed it in. He's come back off the crossbar. Spurway. Bolton gets clear. Goodship puts it into touch. And that was a lovely ball in. Chipped ball into the area. Kirby got there. Volleyed it in. Goodwin heads it down, but Kelly makes the save. It's out on this wing again. Ferry comes forward to cut that inside, but Spurway is there. Solanke through to Goodship. Goodship now comes forward. He's playing as the winger at the minute. He's got Solanke's coming. Oh, Williams, that's a penalty. It's definitely a penalty. Could we go 2 up here? Who's going to take? It looks like Slade going to take the penalty. Oh, Howe. Teddy Howe going to take the penalty. He's put it away. It's 2-0 after 28 minutes. His 3rd goal of the season for Teddy Howe. And, well, boys and girls, we know how we capitulate in the second half, though. Let's not count our chickens before they're did. Throwing on that far side. Horton into Briggs. Briggs crosses it deep. Oh, it's come back off the post. A little bit of luck going our way. Cooper comes away with it. Cooper's picked up a yellow card. Vice. And we'll see again. Oh, he's headed that onto the post. Free kick, Ferry. Swings that in. And it's gone over the top. And we've got through to half-time. And I sound surprised, I know. But we are 2 goals to the good at half-time. 3 shots, 2 on target. 1.03 on the XG, 56% of the possession. Elliot Bolton after 4 minutes from Truro Williams, and then Howe from the penalty spot after 28, giving us that lead. Cheltenham have had 7 shots, 2 on target, 1.09 and 44% of the possession. I expect them to come back at us in the second half, but at the moment we could be doing some giant killing. 46 minutes on the clock. A throw in to Cheltenham. And Kelly! Oh, man. Kelly punched that straight to Nia Kirby. Nia Kirby, I think, was somebody we had in football. Oh, what a poor punch. Horton with a throw in. 56 minutes on the clock. And we've put ourselves in a bit of a position now. Put pressure on ourselves. And they're back level. Goodwin gets it 2-2. And we said they would come back at us in the second half. And Kelly, that's why we brought Can in. Because Kelly really isn't up to it. Hamlin not getting anywhere near good win either. Question of whether he was offside. He's not. Hamlin's playing him on. And with 70 minutes on the clock, we're making one change. Good Ship not having a good day. And we've put Melvin Lambert up alongside Cooper to see if he can do anything up front. And with 18 minutes on the clock, as we're allowed 5 changes here in the FA Cup. I hadn't realised, actually. I was sticking to 3. I think once you get into the first round, you get the 5 changes. So we're making wholesale changes. Vice goes up alongside Melvin Lambert. Cameron Cooper is tiring and has got a yellow card, so safety first. Frost comes on in place of Cameron Cooper in that shadow striker role. We've also made a couple of changes at the back. Harris has come on in place of John Ryan, and we've also taken off Solanke and brought on Joe Knight to give us a little bit of extra oomph in midfield. And it's all over at the Bob Lucas Stadium. We're going to travel to Cheltenham for a replay. And I suppose it's money at the end of the day because hopefully they will have quite a gate in. They have 15 shots, 7 on target, 2.44, 45% of the possession. I think it was just too big a hope to hold out. Hopefully, we might have a few of our players back by that point in time. We had 6 shots, just the 2 on target, which were our goals, and 55% of the possession. Did well on the possession stakes, but we will be in the draw for the second round of the FA Cup. First of all, before we find out when those replay or that replay will happen, the other Vanarama National League South matches have been played, and Eastbourne Borough have beaten Cheltenham Town by 4-2 to keep a foot with us. 9 points is the difference between us and Eastbourne Borough at the moment, and it's a further 3 points, so 12 points clear of Bath City in third, Maidstone United fourth on 34, then Wealdstone on 31, Worthing on 30, Braintree on 28, Hemel Hempstead on 27, along with Dartford, who've now dropped well out of the playoff places. They won't be happy. Hampden, Richmond, Dulwich and Hamlet, Farnborough and Slough still in that drop zone. And, well, everybody played 17 games. It's going to make it interesting in the next episode because we will be coming back. We're going to play Chelmsford City, currently in 16th place. Hemel Hempstead in 8th. They're doing very well and playing them at their place at the Focus Community Arena. And then we're going to come back for Eastbourne Borough, who are currently second, a top-of-the-table clash at the Bob Lucas Stadium. At least it's at home. Hopefully we'll have some players back by then. We're going to have that and the FA Cup first round replay against Cheltenham. And then immediately after that, we will probably... we might have the FA Trophy second round and Maidstone United to finish off November. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I haven't really sort of decided either that or we might push it on a little bit because obviously with this cup run going on, showing you the cup matches, it is holding things up very, very slightly. So coming back for Eastbourne Borough and the first round replay against Cheltenham in the next episode. Join me for that one, if you will. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, which will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this series, Bottom to the Top, and of course our other series, Irons in the Fire, as they are released. New episodes of Bottom to the Top released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be a top of the table clash against Eastbourne Borough, and then it's the FA Cup replay at Cheltenham. Join me for that. Episode 15. It's out on Friday. Till then, bye-bye.